first glance, Kisuke Urahara doesn't look like someone you should fear. He's relaxed, always smiling, hiding behind a striped bucket hat and running a small candy shop like nothing about him is out of the ordinary. In a world filled with captains, monsters, and overwhelming spiritual pressure, Urahara feels out of place. And that's exactly what makes him dangerous. Because Kisuke Urahara is not just another fighter in Bleach. He's something far more terrifying. A man who understands the game better than anyone else playing it. While others rely on power, Urahara relies on knowledge. While others train to become stronger, Urahara studies how to win. And in Bleach, that difference changes everything. Urahara was once a captain of the Gote 13, one of the highest positions a Soul Reaper can achieve. That alone already places him among the elite. But what makes him truly stand out isn't just his rank, it's his mind. He's a scientist, an inventor, the creator of technologies and concepts that change the entire balance of power in the Bleach universe. Most notably, the Hogyoku, a device so powerful it can blur the line between Soul Reaper and Hollow. And here's the scary part. Even someone like Aizen, one of the greatest masterminds in anime, acknowledged Urahara's intellect. Think about that. A man who manipulated entire worlds still respected Urahara as an equal. That alone should tell you everything. But Urahara's genius isn't just in what he creates, it's in how he fights. He doesn't rush into battles. He doesn't rely on overwhelming force. Instead, he observes, he analyzes, he adapts. Every move he makes is calculated. Every action has a purpose. When Urahara steps into a fight, it's not just a clash of strength. It's a battle that's already been mapped out in his mind. And that's why he's so dangerous. Because by the time you realize what he's doing, it's already too late. There's a reason Urahara always seems calm, even in the most intense situations. It's not arrogance, it's preparation. He's already considered every possible outcome, every counter, every escape. While his opponent is trying to figure out what's happening, Urahara is already 10 steps ahead. But what truly makes Kisuke Urahara terrifying is that he hides all of this behind humor. He plays the fool. He smiles. He acts like he's not a threat. And that's exactly how he wins. Because people underestimate him. They let their guard down. They assume he's just another eccentric genius. But the moment the situation becomes serious, everything changes. The smile fades. The jokes stop. And what's left is someone who can stand among the strongest in Bleach without hesitation. Urahara doesn't need to prove he's powerful. He already knows he is. And that quiet confidence is more dangerous than any display of strength. But here's where things get interesting. Despite everything we've seen, despite his intelligence, his strength, and his influence, Kisuke Urahara is rarely placed at the top of power rankings. People talk about Ichigo. They talk about Aizen. They talk about the captains. But Urahara, he's often overlooked. And maybe that's intentional. Because the truth is, Urahara was never meant to stand in the spotlight. He operates in the background, pulling strings, setting things in motion, ensuring that events unfold the way they need to. He's not just a participant in the story. He's one of the architects behind it. And that raises a very important question. How strong is Kisuke Urahara, really? Is he just a genius supporting character? Or is he someone who could stand at the very top if he truly wanted to? Because when you look at everything he's done, the enemies he's faced, the plans he's executed, it becomes harder and harder to believe that he's anything less than one of the most dangerous individuals in Bleach. Not because he's the strongest, but because he doesn't need to be. And maybe that's what makes him truly terrifying. Because in a world where everyone is chasing power, Kisuke Urahara mastered something far more important. He mastered control. Control of the battlefield, control of the situation, and in many ways, control of the outcome itself. So now the real question is Kisuke Urahara underrated? Or is he quietly the most dangerous man in Bleach?